Be not moved. We are surrounded by movement. Wherever you look, there is movement. Clouds are moving, people passing you by, traffic. Even houses are moving. Every architect will tell you houses are breathing. Did you know that? They expand and contract. You are moving, and even if you don't move, you're moving. Your body moves. Even if you're meditating, you move. Now, I should say that which you are not, but that would be a bit too early to talk about that. So when you meditate and sit there, your blood runs through your veins, the heart pumps, and maybe you don't think during meditation. That is a very high state, by the way. But then still, the entire atoms and molecules in your body are moving. Everything moves. And I say, be not moved. Be not moved. And right here I tell you, the real you is that, or is not that which moves, but which identifies itself with movement. And when in meditation you detach from everything, seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, you will reach a state sooner or later, an immovable state, that is true immortality, that cannot be destroyed, that shall not die, only that to which you are attracted to, or with which you identify yourself, namely with movement, that will die, that will change, that will be taken away from you. And this is what you experience at death. Actually, you don't die, but that which you are not, your anatta, dies. When you just begin to think in that direction, you begin to take sorrow and joy indifferently. Indifferently. You drift more and more to the indestructible, which is you. Everything else is destructible because it changes form. And now comes the good news. You are not that which is moved. For instance, your body. Let's say, in my example, I'm 73. It means my body is 73. I am not 73. I'm unborn, timeless, eternal. I fell into material world. I identify with this body, or I did. And to the extent that I identify with my body, I say I am 73. But I'm not 73. I experience the movement, the time, which is nothing but awareness of change. Dear friends, you are here with the Book of Light. A 5-year-old can understand me if he listens correctly and quietly. He will be in greater awareness than any other adult who never heard that. I assure you of that. So be the indestructible, be the deathless, endless, infinite, that which can't perish. Whenever you are aware of something, you are aware of something that changes, movement. You couldn't be aware of it if you would be the changing. Even Einstein knew it, although he copied a lot of stuff from others, claiming it to be his own, but that's just take a look at the Book of Light and you will understand. Dear friends, I'm talking here not for your entertainment. Then I sing my music. I sold 25 million records. I'm number one in Germany still, since 50 years. Or I sing my English songs, esoteric songs, as Lanu, wonderful. But here we are not talking about that. Here we are talking about reaching your true, timeless, eternal, uncreated nature and being and essence. That timeless, immovable, by the way, per se, essence, experiences movement, identifies itself with it, for instance, with the body, and says, I am the body. It should say, I cling to the movement of that something that I call body. That's something else. Everything that moves is anatta, not yourself. And that uncovers the fraudulent gurus all over the world and their very expensive seminars who tell you you can attain self-consciousness. That's a lie. The only consciousness that you can attain is the consciousness of what you are not. Because you are the one who is conscious. And every consciousness develops from the one who is conscious to that of which he is conscious, from inside to outside. Therefore, you can never be aware, or you can never find yourself by consciousness. All you can do is to be aware of what you're not and detach from it, and then become free from that, or then to return to your true, immortal, divine state of being. That's something else. That's what we talk about here. This is the Book of Light, dear friends. It explains to you the entire machinery of the cosmos so that you either can reincarnate wiser in it, or you can detach from the entire machine. And this is a very complicated machine. It has many components, sankharas, we should say. And this is why the Book of Light, just 4,500 pages, was dictated to me by the Mahacho Han. You can read that for free. Just click on the PDF that you find here, the Book of Light. And there you have the entire teaching. Glory to the Book of Light. I said that you are not that which changes. I said that you are not the body. I can prove that. I don't even need the Book of Light for that. I just need a normal biologist who is honest and brave enough to confirm me. We know from biology and from science that the human body changes about every 7 years. It's completely new atoms and molecules, completely new. So if you would be the body, you couldn't even remember the last 7 years or so. When you have 50 years now, you couldn't remember how it was when you were 25. They had a different body. Your brain is different even. Guess what? Ask a brain surgeon to look or to identify a brain of somebody when he was 20, let's say, and then when he's 40, the completely new brain. Yet he memorizes what he has learned. He memorizes his childhood. How is that possible? Because you are not the body. There's nothing for the body to memorize after 7 years. It's over, it's out. Completely new material. The real you in astral and etheric realms, in more refined realms, you have not only a physical body, you have much more. That memorizes. And when you die, or when that to which you cling dies, it leaves permanent atoms, khandhas, and there is contained the essence of everything in your life. And people who are highly evolved can remember past lives. Do remember past lives. You must be ready for that. My teacher said to me, Lanu, if you would remember some of your past lives, you would die of a brain stroke in a second. Just if you would see what you did. Oh, I said, I hope I don't remember. She said, well, that doesn't matter. Just go from now, forget the past, and teach the Book of Light and help others to detach or to attach wisely. Because when you detach completely, you can attain nirvana, the end of suffering. When you attach wisely, you will be reincarnated, but on a most positive karma and level. Now is something else very important. The one who overcame all desires and has attained nirvana, he can leave nirvana again, and he will rule over all the angels and gods. You don't believe it? Follow the teaching. Follow the teaching, and you will see. What is the purpose of these lectures? To make you immortal. On the other hand, I can say you are already immortal, you are just not aware of it. Because you identify yourself with the mortal. And this is why you think you are immortal, and this is why you think, I will die, oh my God. You cannot die. You were never born. You're timeless, eternal. This is the message of the Book of Light, Book of Books, Savior of mankind. So let's take a look at the Book of Light. Once there was one knowledge, uniting all mankind. When we were in a different, more peaceful state of awareness. Then this one knowledge separated because we fell deeper and deeper and deeper into the material world, being attached to it, identifying ourselves with it. And the once one pure knowledge separated, materialized, looking for the right word, into the religions of today, into the religions, sciences, and philosophies of today. The Book of Light unites them all. Let's take a look back in history. Bhagavad Gita. It also talks about the deathless, about the undying principle within us. It describes it by the word tat, that, and contrasts it with the manifested universe. This manifested universe was called in Sanskrit Idam. By the way, if you want to study Sanskrit, you are in the right place here. You go click on PDF and click on Sanskrit lessons. And try to learn a little bit of Sanskrit, because then you can understand better what I'm talking about. The Bhagavad Gita, and I must say right now, errs. Although it is a wonderful, beautiful scripture, it stops in the world of appearances short before nirvana. What the Bhagavad Gita calls as Tat is still the highest being in manifestation, Brahman. But the Book of Light teaches even the highest derives from the unspeakable, unknowable source that can only be, you can only be it in meditation. That nirvana. We are here, dear friends, in the world of appearances, and everything is in motion here. Everything is moved, is in motion. And you move with it because you identify with it. If you want to escape that state of being, you would even have to detach from Tat, from that, Tattvam Asi says in the Bhagavad Gita, this thou art, or this are you, this is you. But in Nirvana you cannot say this is you, because there is no more you or this or that. Only in the world of duality, in the Idam, you can say this is me, I am, and so forth. Which led, excuse me when I say it now, the insane Dalai Lama, who's, many say it's just a sex cult. But the true insanity is of the Dalai Lama to say that in Nirvana you are destroyed, because in Nirvana you don't say I anymore. Dear friends, Gautama Buddha went in his meditation many times in Nirvana, entered Nirvana, and left it after meditation. So if he would have been destroyed in Nirvana, he could not ever have entered the body again. Think about this, dear friends. Dalai Lama rapes true Buddhism, he's a rapist of true Buddhism. Glory to the Book of Light. Now, we have ancient teachings which are, how should I say, parts of the teaching of the Book of Light, which is 150 trillion, about more than 150 trillion years old. In Akasha library, now revealed to us, and also the second coming of Christ. And about that we talk the next time. Glory to the Book of Light. Love and light, Lanu.
On earth have been cried. See the million children of hunger they die. See the rich man smile and the poor man starve, showing his fist to the God above. Ask him why? Why? But for every tear that's been cried on earth, there's an angel in heaven who always cares, and each feeling of love that comes from the soul in heaven's world, it will shine as gold. He wants you to know that you're part of his plan, and you feel the pain if you don't understand. But once you open your heart to his truth, never-ending glory is waiting for you. He'll be there, he'll be there for you. So for every tear that's been cried on earth, there's an angel in heaven who always cares, and each feeling of love that comes from the soul in heaven's world, it will shine as gold. Just an illusion. One day you will see that there is only the reality of that comes from the soul. In heaven's world, it will shine as gold.